All right, we welcome you here to PPAC in Gladstone, New Jersey. Preppy Championship between MKA and GSB. Montclair-Kimberley Academy and Gill St. Bernard's, live on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Simon Rosenwasser here with you. Beautiful afternoon from a beautiful broadcast location here at the Gill St. Bernard's School, especially in fall with the trees turning to orange and green and just unbelievably gorgeous scene. And no rain in the forecast, which was not the case on Friday when these two teams were supposed to play. Ironically, it wasn't the rain that canceled the game on Friday or postponed it to today. It was bus trouble for Montclair-Kimberley Academy. But they were here super early today, I can confirm. Not earlier than the broadcasters, but early enough. And we are playing some soccer. Here at Gill St. Bernard's. MKA playing in the white jerseys, Gill St. Bernard's in the blues. Two programs that know each other pretty well. As it'll be a free kick for MKA as they'll get their first chance to move forward. And coming onto the ball, Julian Coviello Jr. from Montclair. He'll send in the set piece. Looking for some heads that are right now at the top of the 18. Gets caught up in the wind a bit. It does get onto a Cougar head and a second, but Gill will be able to clear away here with David Frankel. And eventually the Knights get a chance. It's Spataro and the save made. Rebound though, cashed home. And Gill St. Bernard scores early. David Frankel on the finishing end. And how about that counterattack from Gill St. Bernard's and the start for the home team. Said David Frankel. It was Gavin Scavino on the finishing touch. So Scavino's goal makes it 1-0 Knights. And quite the start that Gill was looking for. The service ball from midfield for MKA just didn't get deep enough. And it allowed Gill to get out on the counterattack. It was a wonderful counterattack. This is Spataro and now David Frankel with the captain's sleeve. Jonathan Ferreira fighting for the Knights. He'll have to spin it back, but the defense from Omar Martinez of Gill. And the throw-in, Martinez from MKA. And the throw-in for Gill. As Bertolini puts it in play. Bertolini receives back. Cadigan gets forward. Kume Morangi. And he draws the foul for the Cougars. It'll be Martinez on the ball. Quick restart, Morangi. Plays trail, Daniel Weintraub. Here's Cadigan. And now Spataro. Other side, MKA with Jack Roseland. Good switch of the field here from the Cougars. Trying to respond to the early goal. Get this one in the middle. It was deflected, but now out of the 18. And cleared away up the sideline by Gill, but out of bounds. Your referee's John Zenick. He's in the middle. John Zindale and Willem Klein are the two line judges. Here's Morangi. And trying to force his way into the 18 is Zach Sieve. Sieve got it back, put it on a foot, and it was saved well by Gill. Dumic, his first save. Good chance there for the Cougars. It was Martinez who nearly equalized just 4 minutes into the game. MKA will get a cross in, and there was Morangi on the doorstep. As it deflects around the 6, Cougars threatening here. Though it'll go out of bounds for a 6. And Dumic will set it up for a 6, and it'll be a quick restart for him. Gets it into his junior defender, Nick Collins. Gill St. Bernard's 9-6-2. Knights working it along the back and find some open space. Play on turf field here, so going to see some extra bouncing and the ball skidding, as in balls like this, puts it right on a foot into the corner. Good ball for Gill. Cougars able to come away from the pack. Good soccer so far, evenly matched. In fact, you could probably say MKA has had most of the possession, though the one chance converted by Gill St. Bernard's. Oh, we've got another foul, and just shy of midfield, a free kick for MKA. Looking for Morangi at the top of the 18. Easy enough for Mike Dumic, the goaltender. And he restarts short. Nick Collins plays trail. Collins, dangerous ball. There was Zachary Sieve looming. Good pressure here from the Cougars. Opening minutes. With already a 1-0 lead for Gill. Though having some trouble getting the ball up the field here with Montclair-Kimberley Academy providing some pressure. The long ball is what led to a goal last time, and now the Cougars have to be careful defensively. Gapali played off the ball, and now Gill's got possession. Here's a shot as Gavin Scavino looked for his second. It was Andrew Avalos who hauled it in, the goaltender for MKA. Avalos getting the start, sophomore goaltender, 40 saves this season. Splitting time with Aaron Lefkowitz. But it's Avalos who gets the start here in the Prep B Championship. Here's Morangi. Going to force this ball out of bounds. It'll be an MKA throw. Last touch by Collins. Cougars bring Daniel Weintraub up to toss this one in. Does he go short or long? Well, medium distance there. As it'll pop back out. And running onto it is Spataro. Omar Martinez for MKA. Gill able to manage it out near midfield. Back to the stopper in Julian Coviello. And this ball cleared away yet again. Scavino is up there for Gill. And a turnover will put Scavino on his horse. And played safely out of bounds by Julian Coviello. So Gill's got a throw. Spataro goes in to play short. And here's Scavino playing trail. Long diagonal ball. Keeper hesitated a bit, but will let it fall out of bounds in a 6-yard kick. Good run from Jonathan Ferreira. And a good idea by Gill from about midfield. And the long ball, successful already for the Knights. This ball cleared away into the stands. It's Blake Bertolini who restarts for Gill. Played back to Bertolini. Up the sideline, and good triangle play from Chase Stolarski as well, though here comes MKA and Zachary Sieve on the attack. He's got Morangi, top of the 18. Morangi, his shot blocked. And it comes down to Charles Tailano. Junior defender plays out of bounds. MKA still on the attack. MKA with it on the far side of the field. Here's Omar Martinez. Cut off by Nick Collins. Morangi was in the middle. They couldn't get it to him. Ooh, a creative flick off the shoulder of Zachary Sieve. And goaltender Dumic safely handles. MKA looking dangerous, though. So is Gill. And the whistle comes. The Knights will, I think, have their first set piece. There's a good display of sportsmanship there. Sebastian Gonzalez helps Daniel Spataro to his feet. And now the Knights get forward and have a set piece about 15 yards away from midfield. The defender, Nick Collins, is in the mix here. They're looking for Collins' head. He did get a touch. It comes down on a volley over the cage. Good chance for Gill as Jonathan Ferreira had a good look at it. So Avalos will restart. Right to David Frankel. Frankel wins the ball. Spataro back to Scavino and just off time. The right touch from Scavino there might have put him one-on-one with the tender. Instead, the goalie and Andrew Avalos set to boot. Maybe off the side of his foot. Good head again from Ferreira. And down for Jack Roseland. They'll play back to the goaltender as Gill starts to press a bit. And Avalos has it at his feet. Gill's going to let him take this free. Will lead to a throw in here for the Knights as a cloud covers the sunlight here in P-Pack and Gladstone. Morangi keeps possession even through the contact. Looking for Martinez. Now the defense was good from Blake Bortolini. Morangi back for Weintraub. And the whistle comes. It'll be an MKA free kick. Remember early on in this contest, it was MKA who had the set piece, and Gill defended it well, turned it into a goal on the other end. See if Omar Martinez, the junior, can set MKA up a little bit better this time. He'll go short, another flick, and that's the second. I used the term creative last time, but it was creative that time as well from Zachary Sieve, captain from Upper Montclair. But Dumic was ready for it. Good throw to restart. He launches it, and it's going to get it all the way in on Avalos. Back to Avalos. Capalji plays square for Weintraub. Up the line, Morangi. MKA would be looking for a switch of the field here. They're keeping it here on the near side. It's Weintraub for Morangi, and now the switch comes. But over the head of the intended target in Sebastian Gonzalez. "15 minutes gone by as this ball is deflected and will stay in the field of play for MKA. And at midfield, they've got Zachary Sieve strong on the ball here. I'll play it off of his teammate and out of bounds. A little conversation with his co-captain and Kume Morangi. Spataro taking possession back for Gill. Strong tackle from behind. The flag does go up. They're going to let him play on. The referee, the middle judge, overruling the line judge there. And no foul called. So strong tackle from MKA. Can they convert it into something? The game has settled down a little bit in terms of chances. And Gill structured well, forces it out of bounds. It's Blake Bertolini. And back to Avalos. Gill has won this matchup 4 of the last 5 times, dating back to 2015. Two teams played against each other twice in a span of a week back in 2019. 1-0 result for Gill and a 2-0 result for Gill. Last win for MKA over Gill was 2-1 back in 2017. The keeper, Dumic. Gill thinking about a switch. Morangi cutting off the angle. Morangi still providing some pressure. And Gill able to work themselves out of it. It's Scavino who backheels into midfield. And Sean Cadigan reclaiming for MKA. Here's Cadigan. Asaf Sabi, the freshman, working with Cadigan on the far side, and the foul called against the Cougars. Here's a shot, and just wide. David Frankel nearly finding the far corner. Beat the keeper, but also beat the post. And we're starting to see a trend here. Gill St. Bernard's can score very quickly, getting up the field. 10 goals now on the year for Gavin Scavino. On the ball, Scavino scores! It's number 11. Brilliant strike. And Scavino from 30-plus yards out, off the post and in, and Gill has a 2-0 lead. Second goal of the game for Gavin Scavino. The young students here supporting the Gill St. Bernard's Knights making some noise. Quite a start for Gill St. Bernard's. MKA's had some chances, the best coming for Omar Martinez, but Dumic, sophomore goaltender, making the stand to keep the Cougars off the board, and 2 goals from Scavino. 1 off the rebound and 1 from distance. And it looks like we'll have a foul against Gill St. Bernard's here. So Martinez on the ball. He is the leading scorer for MKA. 9 goals this year. Martinez sends it in. Good head from Nick Collins. And shielded out of bounds. Referee will call a throw for MKA, and he'll actually be overruled by the middle judge. You've got the line judge and John Zindel, overruled by the middle judge John Zinnick, and Zinnick calls a foul in the field of play. So another set piece. Martinez from the right side. It's about the 4th set piece already for MKA. 2-man wall. Martinez towards the penalty spot. And dropping all the way down as Gill gets on the attack. Good tackle there on the far side. That was Sebastian Gonzalez who gives it away. And Gill's got plenty of room over here for Jonathan Ferreira. This is Dumic. Finding Chase Stolarski up the middle. Challenge from Sabi leads to Martinez on the ball for MKA. Martinez knocked it ahead of Stolarski of Gill and out of bounds. Gill with the throw. Gavin Scavino, 2 goals, the only ones in the game, and it's a 2-0 Gill lead here in the first half. Have not seen any subs yet. Leaking man. For Gill, it's Dan Scully. Can he catch it? And he just lets the ball roll out of bounds. Good attempt. And a long throw in for MKA. Here comes the sub, as we were saying, for Montclair-Kimberley Academy, as Julian Coviello comes out. And a number change for whoever just came in, number 23, not on the official roster. Just under 17 minutes to play here in the first half. And the restart for MKA, Arush Gopalji. Frankel for Gill, and the foul called against Zachary Sieve as Frankel hit the deck. Blake Bertolini, the junior, calming everyone down, and Gill will get forward. Chance to launch this one into the 18. Charles Tailano is on the ball, the righty. Tailano. It's a dangerous ball, and it got over the arm of the goaltender, and the foul called against Nick Collins. Some fans not liking the call. Nick Collins didn't like it either. Andrew Avalos with a tenuous ball there. It's a scary one. Good delivery from Charles Tailano. Ultimately a 6-yard kick. Another good head from Gill. It was Tailano. And the Knights seem to have been changing a little bit tactically from when this game first started. Seemed like the Cougars had most of the possession. And now with a 2-goal lead, Gill has settled in nicely. Spataro managing it to the near side, looking for the head of Ferreira. Ferreira for Bertolino, and he pops it to the top of the 18. Scully leaves it. Down goes Jack Roseland to defend. And it's Sebastian Gonzalez shielding, launching upfield. Gill's got a switch. Nick Collins. There's Ferreira. Trail to Bertolini. And it's a nice move there. He gets past Martinez. And good hustle from Ferreira. Frankel in the middle. Frankel playing physical. He's called for the foul. Cougars look for a long ball. It's Martinez chesting it down to Morangi. And trail for Weintraub. Not a lot of room to work for MKA. The Knights the stronger side so far. They've had the finishing touch as well from Scavino. And more than willing to play the long ball. Here is the goal scorer in Scavino. Strong challenge and tackle from Arush Gopalji. And Sean Cadigan. Trail for Jack Roseland. It's again Martinez on the receiving end of this one. Martinez gets it middle all the way through. It's Cadigan's shot, and it's high and wide. Sub for Gill, Hayden Chan into the game. Dan Scally, the freshman, out of it. Under 13 to play, first half. Gavin Scavino, 2 goals. His 10th and 11th on the year. Flicked ahead by Spataro. There's Morangi far side. Morangi. Trail for Gonzalez. Switch of the field for MKA, now working up the middle. Here's Weintraub. And Martinez had a pocket picked by Nick Collins. Defense looking good for Gill. And this ball given to Gill. And a great run from Spataro, the delivery from Scavino. Here's Spataro, who deked his man out and then didn't have enough room for the cross. Short restart for MKA. Good step by Bertolini. And Bertolini shielding. Foul called against MKA. Lucas Furlong, freshman from Montclair. Guilty party there. Thought they were going to call a free kick. Instead, it's a throw. Little dangerous there. And here's Charles Tailano looking for Scavino. Scavino! Almost. Still dangerous. Now Frankel, and it's well wide. Scavino almost able to find it for a shooting lane. Instead, it's 6-yard kick, still 2-0 lead, approaching 10 to go, first half. Glad you're with us here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Gill possessing here. Final 10 minutes. Tripping over the ball was Stolarski. And now it's Scavino. And it comes all the way back to Nick Collins. Gill in firm control here. As Martinez would have had an MKA possession. He almost gave it away. As Sean Cadigan is able to find it for the Cougars. Nicholas Baum into the game for MKA. He's in the mix here. This is Cadigan. And now Roseland. Forcing MKA to reset. Passing lanes closing up quickly. As Gill comes away with it. Good touch there from Scavino. And the dummy on the defensive line will give some room for Nick Collins, looking up for Jonathan Ferreira. Free kick for MKA. Could use something to feel good about as halftime approaches. It should be a handball. Yep, the referee's flag goes up, and now Gill St. Bernard's as what will essentially be a corner. Popped up to the hand of MKA, and now slowly walking onto the ball is Gill with Spataro. Joe Howard in the area as well. Looks like Joe Howard will take it just off the corner. Only one man in the wall needed. High pop-up just outside the 6. Collins got a touch. Looked like it went off of a Cougar, and it will be a corner kick. Looks like the referee is pointing in that direction. Instead, first he's going to come talk to defender for MKA and Gapalji, senior from Short Hills. And so the corner kick will be granted. Joe Howard will put another one in play. Here's a shot, and the save is made off Ferreira's drive. Avalos with a diving save to keep it 2-0. Spin around Zachary Sieve. Martinez now on the left side. Looking middle, got all the way through as Ferreira dummied it. And down as this one will leak just wide. A huge chance for MKA and Kume Morangi. And he is down at the 6. Turns into a corner kick here for the Cougars, but a great chance. Morangi's going to get back up. Mike Dumic got a hand on it. Good punch out of the 18. Strong goaltending. Here's Zach Sieve weaving through traffic. Sieve goes down, lost the ball, no call. MKA in a little trouble here. Nick Collins, physical play, and the whistle blows against him. And some physical play yet again. The yellow card comes out. It's Nick Collins who receives the card. Collins went down, and the referee seeing that as Collins wasting some time. So Collins comes out. Set to check in for Gill is Nathaniel Shen, the freshman. So the free kick for MKA as the dust settles. Three minutes left first half. Sean Cadigan, good entry ball. On ahead, it'll stay in the 18. Gapalji trying to get it back into the danger zone. Instead, that's a good play from David Frankel. He goes down, no call. This is Scavino. Good soccer here. Nicholas Baum. And the ball will get all the way in on the goalkeeper as Dumic calls off his man. Good ball for Shen. Getting back defensively, Lucas Furlong. Sean Cadigan in the middle. Martinez is wide open on the far side. Martinez gives it a go, and it's just high. Good effort from Omar Martinez. Almost found the near post, upper 90. So the life is there from MKA. They just have nothing to show for their efforts. Here comes a whistle as the man in Zachary Sieve was holding off his defender. We're under a minute to play, and now a yellow card's going to come out for Gill's Spataro. Second yellow card issued. So Spataro and Collins both in the book. All right, official time is on the field as the referee yells to head coach Rob Leather that the clock is officially stopped. So official time on the field. MKA probably their last chance here at the end of the first half. Zachary Sieve delivering. All the MK bodies are there, and it's not a great entry from Sieve. So about 20 seconds left. Cadigan, and offsides is the call. Morangi had a step. Referee looks at his watch. See if MKA is allowed to have one more chance here, though. Gill and David Frankel will look for the diagonal ball across the field. And here's the whistle. It'll be another free kick for MKA. Certainly in the final minute of play. We'll wait to see when the referee blows his whistle. Here's the delivery from Cadigan. Nick Collins back in the game, strong head, and there's the halftime whistle. 2-0, Gill St. Bernard's. An early goal from Gavin Scavino. Then 15 minutes later, he adds another. And it's the Knights 2, Cougars nothing. It's the NJ Prep Championship, Prep B Championship, live here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. About 10 minutes of halftime, and then we'll be back for the second half of play. Thanks for joining us. All right, ready for the second half, live here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Simon Rosenwasser here with you here in the Prep B Championship. Teams switch sides of the fields. So we'll have Gill moving left to right and MKA moving right to left. Both of the goals scored right to left in the first half by Gill St. Bernard's, and both put in by Gavin Scavino. As we are off and running here in the second. Right on the attack goes Gill. Scavino serving the ball into the corner. Here's Scavino running back onto it. And a reset back to midfield. As Scavino tripped up, no call. There's Morangi, who was running onto the ball. Didn't get all the way through, though. Joe Howard right back. Charles Taliano also there for Gill St. Bernard's. And this ball cleared away. Here's Frankel. Nathaniel Shen, the freshman, battling with Sebastian Gonzalez, the sophomore of MKA. A lot of young sets of legs for both MKA and Gill. Strong young talent. And we expect these two teams to be quality sides for years to come. Zachary Sieve gliding through. Strong possession player for MKA. The ball called off of him. And the GSB throw upcoming. First goal from Scavino came just a minute in. David Frankel with the shot. It's a good save by Andrew Avalos, but there was Scavino, Johnny on the spot on the back door to knock it home. And then the second one, a little bit more skill from Scavino, about 25, 30 yards out off the post. And nothing Avalos could do. Here's Scavino, speak of the devil. Good turn. And the slide comes in from Sean Cadigan. Here's Martinez going up for it. Cadigan battles with Frankel. Scavino there as well. Once again, Scavino goes down. Sean Cadigan been around the ball quite a bit. Senior captain for Montclair-Kimberley Academy. Scored 1 goal this year, 4 assists. And here's Cadigan sliding it through. No call in the 18. With Sieve running onto the ball. Gonzalez plays the 1-2. Nicely done by MKA. Now Cadigan. Good ball to Martinez. Baum, the overlap run. Martinez beats his man. Muscles his way through another. On the near post. It's in. Morangi scores, and MKA is on the board. What a play from the Cougars. The switch of the field. Martinez beating 2 men. And he found the open man. And Kume Morangi, the senior from Montclair, and one of the co-captains, brings the Cougars within 1. And we've got ourselves a ball game. Corner kick coming here for Gill. David Frankel off of an MKA defender. And John Ferrero will do the honors. In-swinger for Ferrero with a gust of wind coming. Nick Collins' head was the one to play it out of bounds. Substitution, Gill St. Bernard's. Michael Taliano comes in, replacing Blake Bertolini. Bertolini looks a little shaken up on the sideline for Gill St. Bernard's. Coached by Tony Bednarski, 32nd season. The Knights looking for their 12th Prep B title under him. Did win the Somerset County title back in 2019. And the Cougars back on the attack. It's Martinez. And with the ball out of bounds, Sebastian Gonzalez will throw it in. Nick Baum with Scavino winning it. And a good idea to look for Dan Scully in transition. Here's Frankel with some open field. And now Scavino. Out of bounds. Claps getting a little louder on the MKA side from the visiting parents and community. As the goal from Kume Morangi has given the Cougars some life. Here's Martinez. With Morangi in the middle, Martinez shot off of Collins and then cleared away by Baum. Ball deflected out of bounds. Gill will have it. Zachary Sieve. And Jack Roseland. Here's Gashpali. Comes down to Martinez. Might be a chance for the Cougars with Martinez starting the charge. Sieve now. Looking for a shot from distance. Nothing doing there. And get back on the defense, and with Scavino pressuring. Gets in on Avalos. Ooh, a dangerous touch there. As now Gopalji, he loses possession. Good attack. Good pressure, I should say, from Gill. As Frankel shoots, and Avalos down to make the save. He's been forced to make a few diving attempts to keep the Gill shots out. Avalos has played well, has given up the 2 goals. Throw for the Cougars on the far side. Wind has died down again. Long ball looking for post. Here comes the keeper. Well done, Mike Dumiich. Quick restart. And down for Scavino. Strong defense. Cadigan, the midfielder, getting back there. Sieve, a little too much for him, but Sieve managing to keep possession. Well done by Sieve. Can he get it near side? He's got an open man. It does find its way to Asaf Sebi. Sebi spins to keep possession. Now it's Sieve with 3 blue jerseys around him. Sieve plays trails to Gonzalez. MKA gets a switch via the defender in Gapalji, senior from Short Hills. Possession changes as now Gapalji is back on the ball. And Avalos will call off his defense and come to play outside the 18. And decides to get a switch along the defensive line. And there's a handball. Not the prettiest of exits from your defensive third by Montclair-Kimberley Academy. So possession of GSB, 2-1 the score. Half hour left in the game. 2 goals for the Knights in the first half and 1 goal for MKA here in the second. Good ball game though, physical play. Gotta say it's been well reffed as well. I hope I don't jinx the man in the neon green. Chance for the Knights. The shot for Avalos' arms. And a good run from Dan Scally, the little man. The freshman into the 18 makes a good chance for the Knights. Though Avalos had it in his grasp into his chest, and now he boots through another gust of wind. Scavino playing with Spataro. Here's Spataro. Stolarski from David Frankel. Turnover for MKA. It's Cadigan forcing its way to Morangi. Juggling to keep possession. And a strong clear from Taliano over his head. And the substitution for MKA. As Daniel Weintraub comes into the game, Sebastian Gonzalez will get a breather. Quick talk to the trainer as well. Make sure he's all right. Down to Martinez. Martinez trying to work himself through, and the keeper comes out. Domic, little aggressive there. Lost it for a moment, still able to pounce on it to keep it a 2-1 game, but the Cougars looking dangerous again. It's about a 30-minute span at the beginning or really the end of that first half. And it was all GSB. Early chances for MKA. Nothing came of them. And now the Cougars starting to look a little bit more dangerous. Here comes Furlong into the game, replacing Asaf Sebi. The touches, though, from Martinez. And, of course, Morangi, the goal scorer, looking a little bit more confident. Though it's Gill St. Bernard's on the ball here. Joe Howard. Deflected by Sieve. Stays on the ground and down to Stolarski. Here's Stolarski for Taliano. Right back goes up the middle. Spataro. Turnover, it's Cadigan for MKA. Cadigan. Nice work there along the near side. Spataro on him. Little shove from Cadigan with possession, and it's last touch by Sean Cadigan. And the throw in for Gill. Lucky for Cadigan that he wasn't called for that one. Again, their refs are letting some of the physical play go. And, ooh, that's a shove that no doubt should have been called as Cadigan extended the arms there, almost like a safety along the sideline. Now a whistle comes. Referee's got to let some of the play be called, and now a yellow card is issued to Charles Taliano. So Taliano comes out. Ref may have missed the shove by Cadigan. So we've got 3 yellow cards on the Gill St. Bernard side. Taliano's got one. Nick Collins also has one. And same with Daniel Spataro. So in comes Peter Franz Pendle. Shorter body than Charles Taliano, so a dangerous chance with Martinez serving. He was looking for his man in Lucas Furlong. And now here's Furlong. Works himself free. Chance to cross. Furlong goes near post, and it was sealed off by Dumic. Corner kick. Taliano still on the sideline. Ready to be subbed in. Martinez at the corner for MKA. Near post. It's in! MKA has equalized, and it's Lucas Furlong. From 2 down at the start of the second half, we are tied at a deuce apiece. Martinez with the delivery. He's got both assists. Avalos comes in to gobble this one up. Worth mentioning that Taliano was not on the field. He's been on the field pretty much the entire game for Gill, and was sitting for that minute or two after picking up the yellow card. He is back out there. This one cleared by Collins. Now how does Gill respond as Martinez has another chance to cross? And once again it was Morangi running near post. No connection that time. Out of bounds. If you're just joining us, 2 goals for Gavin Scavino of Gill St. Bernard's in the first half. As Morangi comes out, checking in for MKA is Asaf Sebi. Nice round of applause for the MKA faithful that's here. And then 2 goals for MKA here in the second half to tie things up. The goal early on by Morangi, who just stepped out. And then you just saw Lucas Furlong get the last touch for the Cougars on a ball that was searching for the back of the net on a corner kick delivered by Martinez. Martinez with both assists. 6 and 7. The assist numbers for Martinez on the season now. Furlong with a little shove, nothing called. And now the referee, it looked like he might have played advantage. Gonna try to settle the tempers a little bit. In the end, it'll be a Gill attempt with a 3-man wall against, with MKA. Get directed by Andrew Avalos. The wall right at the top of the 18. And it's Nick Collins to deliver. Collins looking goalward, and he drills it over the cage. And we remain tied at 2. Blue skies from Peapack and Gladstone. Moderate temperatures in the 50s today. Rescheduled game from what was supposed to be a Preppy Championship played on Friday. MKA had some transportation issues, which reschedules it to today. Early start time to avoid the darkness that's inevitably to come. Here's Zachary Sieve, sliding it for Martinez. Martinez at the corner of the 18, gets a shot. It turned into what would have been a pass for Furlong on the far post. MKA looking for a handball, nothing called. Gill in some trouble here, and Stolarski gets out of it. Scavino with a hand on his back. And now Frankel. Just over 20 minutes to go. Frankel long ball, and it's a good ball, but Avalos is there. Can those balls skid a little bit further than they would on a natural grass field here on the turf? A little too far for Daniel Spataro to run onto. Gets on the head of Cadigan. And here comes Avalos, has to wait for it. Again on the head of Sieve. Sabi on the ball for MKA. Pestered by a couple of Knights. Throw in Cougars. Nicholas Baum. Up the sideline. I don't think that ball ever went in, but it is called that way as GSB now has the throw. It was a good one from Taliano, and how about Scavino? And he springs Spataro, but too much as Avalos is there. The Knights connecting a few balls together, just can't get that final touch. Baum's going to let it go out of bounds. Throw in MKA right in front of their own bench, and head coach Rob Leather, assistant coaches Varsay Lewis, Nick DeSama, Kiefer Hessler, and Damari East. As Lucas Furlong comes out of the game, scoring a goal. And he is replaced by Kume Morangi. Spataro running on. The head from Gapalji. Avalos plays with his legs. It's deflected, and he's lucky. It'll be a 6 as Scavino was there looking for his third. His third of the day. Last touch by Collins, throw in Cougars, far side. It's the Prep B Championship. Live here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Had the Girls Prep B Championship played on Friday. Rutgers Prep and MKA, and Rutgers Prep winning that one 1-0 in a windy affair. There's Cadigan with Martinez coming back onto the ball. Orange boots for Martinez. Keeps possession for MKA. Bomb. One touches for Morangi. Good idea for a switch of the field. No one's over there, though. Though Gill is last to touch. It would have been a throw-in for Gill. Instead, it was played. And MKA keeps possession only for the moment, as now they've got a throw with Ferreira up the sideline. Scavino playing trail. Martinez is in the area. It's a turnover. Here's Martinez springing his man. And Dumic comes out. Strong challenge. A soft say B is still down. And the referee going to come talk to the goaltender and Mike Dumic, as Sabi will have to be attended to. Joe Howard now, he loses it. Furlong up the sideline. Howard getting back, and on the boot of Morangi, who's in on the tender. Calm outlet pass to Taliano, though. Here's Steve. And he's taken down from behind. Here comes the whistle. It'll be a dangerous free kick, and we'll see if a card's coming out. Nick Collins was the guilty party. He's already got a yellow. Doesn't look like a card's coming out. Two to two, we're under 15 to play. The clock's still moving. Dumic setting up a four-man wall just outside the 18. And on the ball, Kume Morangi. Four-man wall, and they've got a man underneath the wall as well, and that's David Frankel trying to seal off the ground attack. So assume that the wall is going to make itself big, and Frankel sacrificing his body by laying flat on the ground. Morangi and Martinez both around the ball. It's Martinez who fakes, Morangi who takes. Saved. Parried away by Dumic. And we remain tied at 2. Throw in from Baum. Cadigan heads towards the middle. Out of harm's way by Ferreira, as Furlong has possession as a Gill player hit the deck. Down it comes to Taliano, Michael Taliano. Cougars have dominated play here in the second half. It's Sieve going middle. Sieve, another chance. Furlong, far post. Cadigan trying to keep it alive. And now Cadigan with a shove by Howard. Cadigan turns around. It's blocked by Stolarski. Sieve running onto it with Ferreira clearing out of harm's way. Scavino been relatively quiet here in the second half. Once again, a turnover as the Cougars were getting on the attack. And now it's Gill trying to do the same. Frankel leading the charge. Scavino got the ball through. Bomb off his head. Got it wide enough for Furlong, who boots it out of harm's way. Under 13 to go. Temperature drops here again as a cloud comes over. The sunlight that's fast fading here this afternoon. As the calendar turns to November, shorter and shorter days. That's why we started this game at 2:30. Turnover against GSB. Substitution coming for the Cougars. Here comes Sebi again. And Asaf, who went down on the strong challenge from the goaltender and Dumic, is back in there, looks healthy, replaces Lucas Furlong. Headed forward, Martinez with Collins defending. Martinez able to knock ahead and played out of harm's way by Gill, who has been on the back foot here in the second. So we'll see how long a throw we can get from Daniel Weintraub. He goes short to Sieve. Sieve on goal line extended. The referee's flag goes up. It'll be a foul against Gill and a short corner kick. So just short of the corner. It's Martinez on the ball. Looking for Cadigan. Defended away by Ferreira. Gill trying to get out on the attack. And some open field here. It's Frankel. Numbers for the Knights. Frankel into the middle. Got all the way through. At far post. It spins away and won't go down for Daniel Spataro. Oh, so close as Frankel muscled it middle. And Spataro had so much English on that ball. I think when he first got it off his leg, it might have been searching for that far post. But it's sliced away. And we're still tied at 2 with just over 10 minutes to go. Thank you all for joining us here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network for what's turning out to be a really good game. 2 goals for Gill in the first half, 2 goals for MKA in the second, and here we are tied. Joe Howard looking for a man on the far post. It's going to pinball back to the doorstep, and a huge hit right at the top of the 18, but it was called clean. And here goes Martinez. Morangi is offsides. Oh, it's such a good chance for MKA. Same can be said on the other side. Now we're starting to see the field open up a little bit. Another turnover in the midfield. Cougars have it. Cadigan lost it to Michael Taliano. And now David Frankel leading another charge. Scully looking far post for George Taylor. Sophomore with some fresh legs in the game for Coach Bednarski. And a 6-yard kick. Midfield seesaw. Throw will go in favor of Gill St. Bernard's. The throw for Gill. Just over 7 minutes to play. And tumble at midfield. The foul's going to get called against Sieve of MKA. And now momentum starting to swing in Gill's favor. At least the chances have come in favor of Gill over the last few minutes. Looks like it's Taliano on the ball. Taliano towards the 6. Scavino's there. Avalos has to rise, and he brings it down cleanly. Restarts with a roll to Weintraub. Weintraub plays up the line for Sabi. And now Dumic has to be careful, so he goes up the middle. But was forced to do so with the Cougars looming. George Taylor on the ball for Gill. Good spin. And now Frankel from the middle. Clean tackle from Sean Cadigan. Been a big presence in the middle of the field for MKA. Omar Martinez with the ball off a Gill foot. And plenty of time for Taliano if he catches up to it. He does. Stays in the field of play, and Taliano boots it up the sideline. And finally the flag goes up. Last touch by MKA is called last to touch. So the throw for the Knights. This is Charles Taliano. And the volley, no one home on the other end from Scavino. Gavin Scavino, both goals for Gill St. Bernard's, but it's been a while since the Knights have put one in the back. Andrew Avalos has kept his team in the game. Couple good saves for sophomore goaltender from Cliffside Park. Martinez wins the ball. Sieve for Martinez. Can he get there? Nope. Out of bounds, right in front of that line judge on the far side. Sun peeks out again over the field. And now the throw in favor of the Cougars. Here's Morangi. Morangi finds it again with some room. Looking goalward. Martinez was not expecting it. A little too strong for Omar Martinez. Gavin Scavino for Gill. Here comes MKA. Cadigan 1-2 with Sieve. Zachary Sieve Small man plays big, puts a shot on, and the save is made. It was a little wide, and Dumic covers up. Oh, he could have let it go for a 6. Still possession for Gill, 2 minutes to play. We'll have overtime if we get that far. Avalos calling off his man. Here's the head from Scavino. It's heading towards the net, but there's the man on the back line to play it away for MKA. Scavino down near the penalty spot. Avalos made the decision, and once you make the decision, you got to come out and play it. And lucky enough that there wasn't a ton on that redirect. So the throw for MKA, or for Gill St. Bernard's. Scavino is right back on his feet. Scavino plays middle. Bomb, disrupting things. Not a ton of height from Dan Scully, and he would have been on the finishing end of Scavino's cross. Here comes Steve. Sabi. Morangi was in the area, but nothing doing. Chance. No goal! Second time that Dan Spataro has spun one past the far post here in the second half, and now he's down. Just skimming past the post for Spataro, and he'll be thinking about those 2 chances that he's had to give Gill a Prep B championship. They'll still have a chance to win one. Air horn here at Peapack and Gladstone, and at the campus of Gill St. Bernard's. We have overtime upon us. Gill St. Bernard's and Montclair-Kimberley Academy in a classic. We'll be back. We are back for the start of the overtime session from PPAC in Gladstone, New Jersey. It's the Play-by-Play Sports Network, and Simon Rosenwasser here with you. 2-2, the score. 2 10-minute sessions. And then PKs if we get that far. Coming out is the goaltender in Dumic. Down is Furlong. He scored a goal in the second half. Furlong gets a nice round of applause. Foul called against MKA. Here comes Sieve with Morangi there. Sieve has looked strong. And this one. Be a Gill restart. Once again, Gill on the ball. And we'll have the throw in here. Howard for Frankel. This ball, far post. As it took us a couple minutes to get our overtime score bug set up, but now we're good to go. 7 minutes to play here in the first overtime session. Here's Martinez. Long goal line extended. It's a corner kick for MKA. Martinez with 2 assists. Of course, both in the second half for the Cougars. Gill St. Bernard's with 2 goals in the first half. Martinez will leave for, it looks like Morangi going to come over to serve it in. Nope, Martinez going to come out as it looks like he was carded. So no Martinez, and he's replaced by Joseph Nigro. Freshman from Kearney. And he's getting himself right into the mix on the goaltender as this ball up in the air right at the penalty spot. It's Cadigan towards the net. Scully, the freshman for Gill. And Joseph Nigro gets a good round of applause as Omar Martinez comes in. Nigro coming in and wreaking some havoc along the goal mouth for that corner kick. Still MKA with a throw-in far side. Martinez. And Sieve plays out of bounds. Another cloud coverage. Lowers the temperature. Mostly blue sky here, but every now and again we'll see a cloud cover the sun. Bright and sunny now as Martinez is on the ball. Martinez, good ball, top of the 6. And it was blocked by Nick Collins. MKA still with possession. It's Sabi. Asaf Sabi will have a throw for the Cougars. Nicholas Baum will do the honors instead. In the direction of Sieve. And let's see if Gill can get on the move here. Right at midfield. Arush Gopalji clears it. Kume Morangi playing physical. And the foul going to get called against Kume Morangi. And nice to see a good display of sportsmanship there as he goes over to help his counterpart and Charles Taliano up onto his feet. And Taliano will restart. Under 5 to play, first overtime session. Dan Scully running onto it for Gill. Daniel Weintraub for MKA. Chase Stolarski plays trail. Conservative approach. Here's the ball for Scully. Too far. 6-yard kick. Substitution for Gill St. Bernard's. It's Jonathan Ferreira back into the game, the sophomore, with Dan Scully coming out. Down to Sieve. Morangi's the only Cougar in the area, but he could be a dangerous Cougar. Morangi with the goaltender, Dumic, parrying it into his grasp. Along the sideline for Gill. Cougar throw with Jake Baum. Nicholas Baum. David Frankel trying to keep possession for Gill. Ball stays in the field of play. So it's Taliano who retreats. Morangi with the turf, it's bouncing. And Dumic was able to clear it to midfield. George Taylor works it to Spataro. Daniel Spataro, 2 good chances in the second half, both just missing the far post. And Sieve with a clean tackle. Morangi's up there. Sieve with a great ball to Kume Morangi, but there's Nick Collins, who's there to cut off the angle. Nicholas Baum to throw in. Top of the 18. Sabi. Now Weintraub. Looking for Sabi again. Collins. Bad touch, Martinez has it now. Martinez and the Cougars. Martinez. Long run for Omar. Wins a corner. Or so I thought. They call it a 6-yard kick. Substitution, Gill St. Bernard's. Here comes the freshman Dan Scully back in. He'll replace George Taylor. Asaf Sebi wins the ball. Sebi goes down. Referee looking right at it, no whistle. Scavino controlled right at midfield. But then a rough ball to Spataro, who does backtrack well. And the ball cleared out of harm's way for the Cougars. Throw in far side for Gill. Clock hits 0. First overtime session has completed. We've got another 10 minutes, and then PKs would be upon us to determine the winner of the Prep B Championship. But we'll take another quick break. We'll come back for the second extra time session live on the Play by Play Sports Network. Ready for the second extra time session. 10 more minutes. And then PK's on the horizon. It's the NJ Prep B Championship live here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. We're moving here in the second extra time session. 2 goals by Scavino, 1 goal from Morangi of MKA. No whistle on that play. And then Lucas Furlong, the other goal for the Cougars. Getting colder by the moment. Still enough daylight, of course, to play. It's a good thing they changed the game time to 2:30. Scavino, good steal. Gavin Scavino looking for a hat trick. Put a weak shot on, and Andrew Avalos eyed that one down. You could tell he was really making sure there was no rebound. He had plenty of time to do so. Andrew Avalos and Mike Dumiich. You got to think that both of them can appreciate the moment that they're in and what potentially looms, though each of them might be called upon to make a big save here in the second overtime session. Joe Howard throws it in on the far side for Gill. It's Lucas Furlong. Omar Martinez. Corner of the 18. What a ball for Morangi. And a step more, Morangi might have had a great finish, but another brilliant ball from Omar Martinez, who has been a highlight player here today. He has delivered both assists for Montclair-Kimberley Academy. Gill on the attack. Here's Joe Howard. Sliding it for Scala. Gill thinking switch. Michael Taliano with Spataro in the area. Here's Gavin Scavino. Losing the ball to Sabi. And out of the packets, Zachary Sieve. On the move, strong challenge, Charles Taliano. Spataro going trail. Nick Collins, good switch. Looks like Taliano wants this to go out. MKA calling for a handball. The referee's flag did go up. So Taliano timed it well. Now it's Collins with eyes upfield, but Martinez was there to block it. Throw in Gill. Michael Taliano for Nick Collins. Spataro nearly had a chance. Instead, it's Sieve. Attack potentially here for MKA. Martinez with Howard bumping him down. Here's the foul. And so with 5:30 on the clock, Martinez will be slow to get up. They'll stop the clock at 5:23. Let Martinez get back to his feet. Martinez will get forward, and it looks like it's Sieve who's on the ball to deliver. Everyone except Gavin Scavino playing defense now for Gill. Sieve goes inside the 6. Jack Roseland was there, but Dumic had some strong hands. Gill on the counterattack. It's Spataro. Not a good first touch, but it's backed up well by Scally. Ferreira for Spataro, who's back in the play. And Spataro taking down his man. It looks like they're going to cancel each other out. No call from the referee. I think that foul probably could have gone either way. If it was called against MKA, we would have had a penalty shot. That said, nothing called, and here's Avalos. Has to be careful as the ball bounces high on the turf. Ball kick past midfield. Here's Kume Morangi, who loses the ball. Frankel. Spataro now, one touch. Scavino into the 18. Tries to cross, blocked off Gapalji's foot. Corner kick, Gill St. Bernard's.
Let's go, Joe!
Joe Howard on the corner. Here's the delivery. It's very far. Spataro's on the head. Sealed off on the post. The save made by MKA. Avalos, I think, got a touch to keep it a 2-2 game. Another corner. Spataro guided it into a dangerous area. Wasn't sure who got that shot off, but it did look like a near post save was made by Avalos. Ferreira, lefty in-swinger. Not much there. Morangi trying to challenge. Ball's not going to come in as it was deflected. And with 2:30 left, MKA will get it forward, clear out of harm's way. Goalkeeper clearing well off his line into the attacking 18. Scavino trying to keep it there. Instead, it comes down to Roseland. Roseland running across. Ferreira challenging, and here is Martinez. Martinez has a man, Morangi. One touch, shoot, score! MKA Prep champions! With 2 minutes left in the second extra time session, Omar Martinez delivers his third assist, and Kume Morangi, the senior captain from Montclair, scores his second goal of the game. And the game winner turns the Montclair-Kimberley Academy Cougars into the Prep B champions in 2021. What a great game. From 2 goals down, MKA comes back from the dead to score 3 in a row and win. Nice round of applause from the parents and community here from MKA. We will have a trophy presentation. Thought this one was destined for penalty kicks. There's some of the MKA community here. Beautiful scene for a soccer game, and we were treated to a wonderful match. Again, 2 goals for Gavin Scavino in the first half. MKA with a goal to start us in the second half. It was Morangi who got the party started for MKA. Then Lucas Furlong, who delivered right afterwards. And Morangi with a bullet into the corner with 2 minutes left in the extra time session. It was a physical game, but it's good to see some handshakes here at midfield. I have to say, that is a refreshing thing to see. It's one thing that we've missed in sports in general is the handshakes during the pandemic. One of those things that's been kind of passed upon for obvious reasons, but after a game like this, 2 hard-fought teams, 2 great teams, good to see the sportsmanship is there. Again, Kume Morangi, the game-winning goal, and the Prep B championship for, there's Todd Smith in your screen for a moment, the athletic director at MKA. What a great game as Morangi scores his 10th goal of the year. So he reaches double digits in a pretty fine fashion. We'll keep it right here as we await the Prep B Championship trophy to be awarded to to the Cougars of MKA. What a great game. A few good saves from Andrew Avalos. And I don't know, are we going to have an official trophy presentation? Perhaps not. So you see Todd Smith there in your screen. Time to pose for a picture. So Todd Smith will address, well, not for a picture, they'll get in close to hear the speech from Mr. Smith, who's holding both trophies. Fortunately, we don't have a microphone over there in the huddle, but big day for MKA. Again, the ladies of MKA losing in the Prep B Championship on Friday. Hard-fought contest to Rutgers Prep, 1-0 in that one, and it's good to see the Cougars, the boys edition, as the captains will get awarded the trophy. Kume Morangi, Sean Cadigan, who was strong in the midfield today, as well as Zachary Sieve. And that's why we hang on for moments like that. Huge win for MKA. Big congratulations to the Cougars. They did win the Prep B Field Hockey Championship as well. So quite a time to be a Montclair-Kimberley Academy fan. Tough to see Gill St. Bernard's go down in the fashion that they did. But again, a hard-fought contest. We will leave you with this image of the champions in the preps. Simon Rosenwasser saying so long. Ethan Carpenter was on camera today. It's been a presentation of Play-by-Play Productions. And we thank you all for hanging with us this afternoon as Montclair-Kimberley Academy wins 3-2 in the Prep Championship over Gill St. Bernard's. We will be back for the Prep A Championships on Wednesday. That's coming from Newark. St. Benedict's Prep will be hosting that one, and Hun School of Princeton will be hosting Pennington on the girls' side of things. So we'll have both of those games for you live here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. But on the Prep B side, it's MKA victors over Gill. So long, everyone. We'll see you on Wednesday.